It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And when you start the series on the road, obviously, you'd love to win 2 games. But coming out of there with no worse than a split is what you're really kind of hoping to accomplish. So now, they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and they can feed on this crowd, hopefully, to give them a big leg up in this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Quickly now, we'll look at the 2 guys who get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm watching the man they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He's got some serious speed, and that's a dangerous weapon at any level. It wreaks havoc on opposing pitchers because there's so many ways to manufacture runs when speedsters get on base. So don't be surprised if you see him cause trouble out there in this one.
Zach Greinke gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick the ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Dale Tomlinson heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball 1.
First pitch, 7:07.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Greinke steps into his windup, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1.
In the second spot tonight, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Adeiny Echeverria will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching, but he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so let's see if that shows up in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Full count, here it comes. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, center fielder.
Number 27 will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. On the ground for Kinsler. This could be 2. 1 there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
CC Sabathia will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he got this ball club to win in his last outing, but he did only throw 6 innings. They'll take it, but they'd like to see him go a little deeper.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Alexi Ramirez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Alexi Ramirez.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Well, I think the big question everyone's asking before this game was, how are these guys going to respond from just getting whacked last time out there? In the regular season, you say, hey, no big deal. You put it behind you. You move on pretty quickly. But in the postseason, you could say it's over and done with, but I don't think it's quite as easy as that. Those are the kind of losses that stick with you, and you just keep thinking about them.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Settling in now, David Wright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center, and a hit and run works perfectly, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, here's a manager showing early on that he's not going to play it close to the vest. They put the runner in motion, and this is the perfect hit and run. Now there's runners on the corners, and they're in a good spot to drive in the game's first run.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And he takes ball one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Here comes the 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you can't just lay a fastball in there, or he could make this a 3-0 game before you know it.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he's back standing. Runners are at first and third with none out. Nope. 3-0.
You need to be awfully careful here. Runners at the corners, that's bad enough. You do not want to load the bases here in the very first inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI groundout.
Ryan Braun will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily. One out and a runner on second base. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
3-0 now.
And now, forget it. He's not getting anything.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Even for a veteran pitcher, big games like this will bring out the butterflies. He's going to need to settle in here, really work on getting a ground ball.
Striding into the box, Adrian Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Not close. It's 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here he comes on 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Just a line drive right back where it came from. He was all over that one, and that'll get that runner in for third base.
So two men are on with one man out, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Now both runners are breaking. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Long throw to third. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. And they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already. And that last one was smoked.
Jock Peterson will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And here at the plate, you do want to avoid the double play, but you don't want to do this. Well, now the runners stay at the corners with 2 away now, and you leave it up to the next guy to come through with a 2-out hit.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Indians nothing. Roger Doran will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Greinke looks in. First pitch on the way. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
That's 2-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
They already walked 1 guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jake Taylor, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Lifted in the air to right field. Braun moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. Here's Michael Brantley. Runners off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Runner at second here with one man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And with two away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. So a runner in scoring position with two men gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Comes set with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Wright will make the catch to retire the side. One left for the Tribe. Still down 3-0. Zach Greinke strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Into the windup and the pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Liner towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Alexi Ramirez will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, they tried to sneak a fastball by him, and he was having none of it. Be interesting to see if they try to go at him again with the hard stuff.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Well, if you stay out of the middle, you'll have a chance. But neither of these teams are going to miss a fat pitch down Broadway. And he just drives this into left for a base hit.
Digging in, David Wright. He reached on a single in his first try. Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back.
Keeping an eye on him.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, I can understand being careful here, but this early in the game, let him hit the ball. Do not give away free passes.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Now batting, center fielder,
Andrew McCutchen stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
On the money. Yeah, normally teams have their weakest arm out there in left field, but he says, what? You gonna run on me? Oh, no, I don't think so. He comes up throwing here and nails his man at home.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
hit hard to the right side. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We've played 2 full. Dodgers lead this one 3-0. Joaquin Arias is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Third baseman, Joaquin Arias.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
You know, it's just the third inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Arias is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Into the box now, CC Sabathia. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Down 1-1.
One out, nobody on. Hit to first. Gonzalez is up with it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Dale Tomlinson will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Greinke's ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Braun. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Good work there by Zack Greinke as he holds on to a 3-0 lead. Adrian Gonzalez digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Digging in now, Ian Kinsler. He singled his last time up. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. One out, nobody on. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Whatever he's doing out there, it's working out for him. That's back-to-back pop-ups here to start the inning, and he's just making it look easy.
Jock Peterson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strikes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2. Yasmani Grandal would be next. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run, and the inning is over. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. Now let's see if the bats can come to life. They're down 3-0. Adeiny Echeverria is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
Nope.
1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Nope,
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Greinke gets the sign. Here's the 3-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Line softly out toward left center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Yeah, that's a good job right there, reaching base to kick off the inning. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple innings.
Number 27 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. That's wide, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
A strike, and it's 2-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And the pitch on 2-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Kinsler for 1. Back to Gonzalez, but it's a bit too late, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Roger Doran is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 delivery. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Now, after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Runners on first with 1 down. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Here it comes on 3-0. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Stepping in, Jake Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Well, that could have been the turning point right there. I mean, this is a spot where you at least got to put that ball in play. But now with 2 outs, that rally could go right down the tubes.
Michael Brantley gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First offering on its way. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Braun. Still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first homer here in the series. And the Indians have come back to tie things at 3.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Softly hit toward the hole. Gonna be a tough play. And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Yasmani Grandal will dig in to lead things off here in what's been a very evenly played game so far.
Catcher.
I'll say tie game, tie series. Hard to get much more evenly matched than what we've seen so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there at the knees, strike 1. Hit hard to short. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Zach Greinke.
Zach Greinke stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Tomlinson giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Pretty lucky here defensively that this winds up only a double. You see the leap, maybe a little missed time there as it gets over his head, but fortunately he's got back up the field this thing and get it in quickly. That backup's late in getting there. These are the kind of plays you see inside the Parkers on.
Here's the shortstop, Alexi Ramirez, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. ready with the 1-1 pitch. To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The third baseman, number 5,
David Wright stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
2 out here and a runner at second. To first, Doran scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Joaquin Arias will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Flipped out the other way towards short. And the throw takes off a bit, but Gonzalez is able to stay with it, and there's 1 away.
The pitcher, number 52, CC Sabathia.
CC Sabathia stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Grandal has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Dale Tomlinson will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Too high, 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the looks of a very quick inning. But at least he's been able to stretch his at-bat out a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is line to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Adeiny Echeverria digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Greinke comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Tapper up the line. Scooped up, and he is in there.
High chopper here, and not really much of a chance to get it out anywhere. You can see he tries to force it into second base, but that throw gets there too late.
Standing in now, number 27, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series. And it's now 6-3.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here, as that's going to be all tonight for Zack Greinke. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Joe Kelly is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Kelly.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. In now, Roger Doran, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Six runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Indians 6 and the Dodgers 3. Andrew McCutchen will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the first pitch from CC. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, it means that you've got him off balance, and he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Ryan Braun will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. Lying toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Here's Adrian now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Jake Taylor makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Michael Brantley will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. High and deep to straightaway right. Braun going back on it at the track. A leap, and he's got it. Impressive play for the first down. The relay. Throw into second, not in time. He took a chance tagging up, but made it pay off.
Second baseman number 22.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence, and I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Here it comes on 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Stepping in now, Joaquin Arias, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
And now with first and third, 1 out, this guy definitely holds the key to the inning here.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. One-0 count. Here it is. Not close. It's 2-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
Got to be a fastball now, 3-1. You can't run the risk of walking the bases loaded.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
CC Sabathia will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit to third. Wright has it. Kinsler for 1. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Ian Kinsler will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sabathia into his motion, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. Got a piece. It's 2-2. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now. 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Grounded back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Jacques Peterson will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Good fastball from Sabathia to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. And that's 7 in a row now. He's set down here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Shot back up the middle. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, if I'm managing this team, I don't need to see much more. I mean, he's given him a good outing, but judging by how hard that last ball was hit, I don't think he has a whole lot left.
Adrian Beltre will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Adrian Beltre.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
On the ground up the middle. Underhanded flip. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6.
Your attention, please. Now
A new pitcher coming on. It's the Dominican-born right-hander Joel Peralta.
Joel Peralta.
Dale Tomlinson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Tomlinson.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. That evens it up 1-1. One and 2.
2 strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Adeiny Echeverria stands in. Pitch on the way. And a high strike there. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
The 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Number 27 will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. From the stretch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. It'll be Alexei Ramirez's turn when we come back. It's the Indians 6 and the Dodgers 3. Francisco McKay will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
McKay.
And here is Alexei Ramirez. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Alexei Ramirez.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
They've let these guys keep hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
David Wright will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch out, nothing doing. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Andrew McCutchen waits on deck. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley on the move. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Here it comes, 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Ball 3.
Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, remember, you don't have to throw him a strike with first base open, but a walk would bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, it's pretty effective right there. Not only do you drive in a run on the ground ball, but you also move that other guy over to third base.
Ryan Braun gets a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base.
And, you know, he doesn't really have to do that much right here. With 1 out, there's a ton of different ways for him to drive that guy in.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen. And this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And if they can get him here with a little luck, they may not have to face him again.
1 out and a runner on third. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, clearly no intent with 2 strikes, but you got to make sure that pitch doesn't get away from him.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Adrian now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes on 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Hitter scout now. Here's the 2-1. Uppercut fastball, and there's strike two. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Just hung in there on that one. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Indians 6 and the Dodgers 4. Leading off the inning, Roger Doran, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Into the seats, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
A pause and the 0-2. Smoke toward third. Gloved by right. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Jake Taylor will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
still 2-2. One out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wanting to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Michael Brantley will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Joaquin Arias.
Digging in, Joaquin Arias. He drew a walk his first time up. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Two down, runners at first and second. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
And he just continues to have all sorts of problems out there on the mound. Already 2 walks in the inning. Now a wild pitch to go with it. And I'll tell you, he's becoming his own worst enemy out there.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Gonzalez is there for it, and that retires the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Gerald
attention, please.
Grove is on out of the
These changes
bullpen
for
now as he'll
Cleveland.
take over to start the
Now
bottom of the
pitching and batting
eighth.
in the 7th spot, number 74, Gerald Grove. Now playing second base and batting in the 9th spot.
Leading off the
Number
inning,
16.
Ian Kinsler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that misses 1-1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Chop foul right at home plate. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. 1-2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Chase Utley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Chase Utley.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And Utley not biting at that one as he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, catcher.
Andre Ethier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
First and second here with nobody out. Good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And reined in, one away.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, it goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Brian Dozier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Brian Dozier.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Alexi Ramirez steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
He's ready now. The pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Tapped out in front of home. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. Score remains steady at 6-4. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Chase Utley will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 26.
Andre Ethier will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Andre Ethier.
Roberto Larkin will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Colton Wong, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Down the first baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Right fielder, Dale Tomlinson.
Now in the box, Dale Tomlinson. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Well, this is certainly not good here. He's really holding on to his arm, and I think it appears to be fairly serious. Pretty sure we're not going to see him in action for a while, unfortunately. Lionel Whitting will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. Adeiny Echeverria ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Nope.
Ball 1.
You have to wonder a little bit about the consistency of that strike zone. I think that was a strike earlier.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Chopped weakly to the left. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Yeah, give him 3 hits now for the ball game. This one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but I doubt he'll be complaining. I know I wouldn't be.
Number 27 steps into the box. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. I mean, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Roger Doran.
Roger Doran strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
And that misses, ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Indians strand a couple. They're up 6-4. Lionel Whitting will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 11, Lionel
Ricky
Whitting.
Vaughn is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Ricky Vaughn.
Striding in to start the ninth, David Wright, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground near home, but it gets fouled. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman. 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Brantley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And this is low, ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Here's Ryan Braun now. This is in the air out to right. Whitting on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
And now as a pitcher, you have to remind yourself that that runner out there, he means absolutely nothing. You're up by 2, so if he scores, hey, no big deal. You just can't let anyone else get on.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Tap fouled at home plate. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 6-4. Good night from Los Angeles.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is CC Sabathia. The loss goes to Zach Greinke. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.